Hello guys, welcome to part 2 of this video, which is very different. It's based on fragrances which I would like to personally create for the future. We just talked about marble, so it's a fragrance which I would like to make based on the marble effect. So it's something really vivid, I know, but it's something which I would really like to try and pull off. So yeah, so now we're going to come up to number 5, I believe it's number 5. Let's have a look here. Oh, no, sorry, we're coming up to number 6. So, number 6 is for a fragrance which I've always wanted to make yet again, based on my experiences from visiting Myrtle Beach. And Myrtle Beach is a beautiful beach in South Carolina. It's actually one of my most favorite places in the whole world. It's a beautiful beach. I actually went there with my girlfriend and her family the first time I ever went to America, and I just instantly fell in love with it. So it's a fragrance based on that, and it's called L'Odeur de Myrte, and I believe I pronounced it right. So it means the smell of myrtle. So that's what it means in French. So I've always wanted to make a fragrance with a French name. I just think it adds a bit of a classiness to it. And this is based on my memories of the beautiful holiday resort in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So this would be a beautiful unisex fragrance based on the memory I had with my girlfriend. Walking along the beach at night, smelling the food from the restaurants, the sounds of the amusement park, people having fun, the salty sea air, and the sand at our feet. So, in terms of smell, it would be a very romantic fragrance with notes of rhubarb, birch leaf, coral reef, vetiver, bergamot, pomegranate, sandalwood, eucalyptus, rose, and tobacco. So there's a lot of notes there. So it would create a very romantic, sexy, kind of chilled out evening fragrance. I do want this fragrance, however, to be very unique. So I don't want it to be anything else out there, but a very sensual, unisex fragrance, perfect for a lover's night on the beach. So if you imagine kind of like a summer evening fragrance, that's the vibe I'm kind of going for, but something very romantic. So in terms of romance, I'm actually thinking of red notes. That's why I'm thinking of adding the pomegranate, the rhubarb, the bergamot in there as well, which kind of adds that kind of sweet opening. But in terms of all that, I just want to create a very kind of summery, nice evening fragrance, so something very different. So guys, that is number 6, L'Odeur de Myrte. Number 7. Now, this one is based on another person in my life, somebody who's always meant a lot to me. My own mother, Joanne. That would be the name of the fragrance. So, this is a fragrance I want it to be based on my beautiful mother. A perfume for women that shows off the bubbly, mature, wonderful sides to a lovely, heartwarming woman. So, obviously, this would be a fragrance for women. In terms of the smell, I would like the fragrance to be very bright, citrus, oceanic, aquatic fragrance. So we would have notes of bergamot, lemon and lime, lily of the valley, eucalyptus, juniper, and olive leaf. Oh, and maybe adding a bit of cream in there. So, creating a lovely perfume for the woman who doesn't show off but remains a delight in the true ways that a woman like my mother should always be. A creamy, citrus floral perfume which is very clean and casual but very elegant as well. So imagine the smell of Dove soap, because that's the soap my mom uses, so that's one of the main ingredients I was thinking of. So imagine that with kind of like a freshly cut grass sort of smell, with a kind of lemon and lime citrus side to it as well. So something very bright, something very beautiful, casual but very elegant to say the least. So yeah, that's number 7, and this fragrance I would like to call Joanne. So yeah, here we go. And number 8, we've got 2 more fragrances, guys. This one is called Moulin Avant. I think I pronounced that right. Moulin Avant, which means windmill in French. And this is a fragrance based on a memory I had with my grandfather when he took me to see the wind turbines in a place called Taulaw. And Taulaw, it's like a farmland location, and it's about 25 miles away from here right now. So, yeah. The smell. Well, I would like Moulin Avant to smell very summery, so I would like it to remind everyone of a field filled with daffodils in the summer. The smell of fresh air, grass, and flowers. So the notes I would like to add would be lemon, coriander, oak moss, lavender, lily, herbal notes like nettle, cucumber, and also tarragon. So creating a very bright fragrance, sweet and very summery. Because this memory I hold very close to my heart, because it's one of the only memories I have of my grandfather when he actually took me. And the memory I have is, I imagine a gravel path that just went right up. And I remember this wooden fence on either side and fields scattered to the left and the right of the path. And I actually remember running up the path shouting, "Come on, Grandad, hurry up." I was only maybe about 4 years old, but this is the only memory I have, and I've always wanted to recapture that memory in a bottle. So it would be a wonderful thing to do. So I've always wanted to create this fragrance. So number 8 is Moulin Avant. Number 9, we have a fragrance called Signature. Now, Signature is a fragrance that I would prefer to wear. So this is something based on the notes that I like. So notes that would be very bold, masculine, very sexy, with a kind of old school vibe. So imagine the notes of vanilla, cedar, amber, iris, cinnamon, and Earl Grey tea. So creating a very strong fragrance with the vanilla and cinnamon opening, but ending with a sweet tea, iris, cedar, and amber dry down. So something very sweet, but something nevertheless, something very unique. But perfect for formal and elegant wear. Just something really, really different, and it would just be perfect. So, because like I'm imagining something like Dior Homme by Christian Dior, with the iris note that it has, and I'm also thinking of something like let's see, Witness by Jacques Bogart, because that has a very sweet, very beautiful cinnamon note in it. So I'm thinking along the lines of that, and I'm also thinking along the lines of Dior Homme. So a very unique fragrance, but something very comfortable to wear, but just very, very beautiful. So that is what I would love to do. So that would be kind of like my signature fragrance. Just something very classic, very kind of old school, you know, with the whole vanilla opening. And just the cinnamon as well, adding that kind of old school to it as well. So it's just something very different, but I would love that fragrance to be beautiful. So yeah, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I would really appreciate if you guys could give me ideas on like fragrance kits, because I know you can actually buy fragrance kits where they give you the oils, the essential oils, and all the other ingredients with them. I've looked online, but you know that they're all really expensive. So if you guys could know any other ones which are kind of cheaper, please let me know. I would really appreciate that, because this is something I've always wanted to do. And if you guys actually wanted to try any of these fragrances, I would be willing to actually let you guys smell them as well. So it's something which I really want to take further, especially as a fragrance collector. I also want to be a fragrance maker. So I think sometimes, you know, because the main thing you have to do is have the training. I understand that 100%. You've got to have the training if you want to be a perfumer. But, you know, you've got to start somewhere. And I think that maybe I could perhaps just make my own. And then once I've done that, I'll have some sort of experience. Because my dream eventually is to go into perfumery. I would love to be a master perfumer. It's something I've always wanted to do ever since I first started loving fragrances. So no matter what, I'm never going to lose this, you know, this dream of wanting to be a perfumer. I'm always going to have it way down deep inside of me. So please just give me some ideas, guys, and I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of some of the fragrances which I've listed. I will actually put everything that I've explained in the video in the description below. So guys, thank you so much for watching. It really means a great deal. Keep smelling good, and I really hope you're taking care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, you guys are great. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care now, and bye-bye.